Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Amendment 23 blocks the dangerous state cost shift provisions in this bill unless USDA and states assert that cuts will not, I repeat, not result in benefit cuts, reduce SNAP participation from eligible recipients, or reduce services to low-income families. The bill imposes an unfounded mandate on states and cuts food assistance for our most vulnerable Americans. Shifting SNAP cuts onto states would directly reduce benefits for 16 million children, 8 million seniors, and 4 million people with disabilities who rely on SNAP each day. Under the cost share provisions of this reconciliation, my home state of Maryland would be required to absorb almost $75 million per year if our state did not want our SNAP families to go hungry. That means that $75 million of Maryland's state funding would be reallocated for other critical and core programs for our low-income families. The pain won't stop there. These requirements will force states to raise taxes, cut essential local services, and kick people off benefits. Even my colleagues know this is a step too far. Republicans have even expressed concern that these cost shifts will lead to benefit cuts, disproportionately harming our rural communities. In fact, my colleagues earlier referenced this morning that 23 governors, both Republicans and Democrats, who say that their states can simply not backfill these cuts, and that there is also another tsunami of cuts in Medicaid and social safety net programs. It is misguided to assume that states will simply make up for these massive cuts with their own resources. These provisions are not just a cost shift, they are quite frankly a direct cut to SNAP. Maryland, like almost all states in this country, have skin in the game. This is just another excuse to take food assistance away so that there can be tax breaks for our most wealthy. And unfortunately, it's our most vulnerable families who will ultimately pay the price. I strongly, strongly urge support for this amendment, and I yield back.